Yeah. So, welcome and thank you for being here. So, we'll just maybe listen to a short teaching and then we'll meditate for a while after listening to that teaching. So, I'll just I'll share the screen and play the teaching. It's for around 5 minutes or so.
So, who are we? The whole of Buddhist practice is designed, as I say, like the GPS, enlightenment for the sake of all beings. What does enlightenment mean? It means to wake up and abide in our essential nature, which is our Buddha nature. The reason why wisdom and compassion are so closely aligned is because the clearer that we see how things really are, the greater the compassion, because nobody knows that. How sad. All the time we're Buddhas and we don't even know. We think we're who we think we are. And so we suffer. And we cause suffering to others. And we mess everything up because we don't know. And so the clearer those great masters see this, the greater their love and compassion for us all. It's not just about having, compassion for sad little puppies. It's about seeing the whole condition and how we want so much to be happy. But because of our delusion, we create so much suffering for ourselves and for others. And that's terribly sad. We are just caught up in our delusion. So, mostly, people, all of us, are living at the very surface of our mind. Right? We are living on the waves of the ocean. Up and down, up and down, up and down, very surface, caught always in our chatter, endless, like having a television on that you can never turn off in your head. Endlessly going on, all the commercials and all the endless soap operas and all the, all nonsense that's on anybody's television. It's all in our head. Blah, 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 blah. The sad bits and the happy bits and all the memories and all the hopes and fears. Blah, 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 blah. Can't turn it off. But there's another level. Our mindfulness. The ability to observe that without being drawn into it, right? So in the shamatha practice and in the vipassana practices, we're honing that skill to be able to observe and witness the mind without being drawn into the mind. Just seeing thoughts and emotions as thoughts and emotions, not me, not mine, just. So that's already a huge step forward, right? We had the chattery TV mind is just the gross mind. And there's the ability to observe that, which is a more subtle level of mind, mindfulness, right? Nowadays, mindfulness is the big thing. And it's good. I mean, people say ordinary people shouldn't be taught mindfulness because they don't know it's Buddhist. Who cares? If we are able to help people to disassociate skillfully from their thoughts and their emotions, and just to recognize thoughts and emotions as just thoughts and emotions, so that we are more in control of our mind instead of being controlled by our mind, then that's a good thing. Even just that. I mean, the ego, which is the conceptual thinking mind, is a terrible master, but it's a good servant. We're not trying to stop thinking. Thinking is a brilliant thing. We're not trying to end up blank. But we should be in control of the mind rather than controlled by it. Then, if we are in control of our mind, then it's a wonderful tool. But as long as the mind itself with the ego is in control, then we are enslaved, and by a very pitiless master. Anyway, so the ability to be present, to observe, to be mindful is the more subtle level of the mind. But it is still caught in duality, right? We are mindful of something. We are mindful of breath. We are mindful of postures. We are mindful of sounds. We are mindful of sensations, as in the Vipassana movement. We are mindful of the mind. So there is an observer and an observed. Now this is already a big step forward, right, from being normally just swept along by the current of our thinking. But it is still dualistic. Nonetheless, mindfulness, well cultivated and clear, it's like a bridge between the ordinary conceptual thinking chattery mind and the deeper fundamental level of our mind, which is called the nature of the mind, or our Buddha nature, or Dhammakaya, or anything you want to call it.
I hope we were able to follow a bit of the teaching, pointing towards our true nature, the nature of the mind, or in other words, our enlightened nature, our illumined mind, what we also, in other words, we call as awareness. I am awareness, I am consciousness. So I'm going to play a guided meditation by Rupert Spira on the same theme which we were just hearing, being there as awareness, knowing ourselves as awareness. So it's about say 3-4 minutes. We'll listen to that, and then after 3-4 minutes I'll stop the audio and we'll just be there with that for 5 minutes more. Yeah, so I'll just play it. Just the computer audio I'll play, not the video.
As the witnessing presence of awareness in the background of experience. Recognize yourself as that and be that knowingly. If it is not clear to you that you are the witnessing presence of awareness in the background of experience, you can just ask yourself a question such as, what is it that knows or is aware of my experience? And with this question, allow this question to invite the mind to relax the focus of its attention from the objective content of experience and to sink back, relax back into its essence. I am not my thoughts. I am that which knows my thoughts. I am not my feelings and sensations. I am that which is aware of my feelings and sensations. I am not the world. I am that which perceives the world. So in each of these three examples, I is the name that we give to the knowing or aware or perceiving element in all experience. It is not something that we can know, be aware of, or perceive objectively. The way to know the presence of awareness is to be the presence of awareness knowingly. Of course, we are essentially the presence of awareness. So when I suggest recognize yourself as the witnessing presence of awareness, I'm speaking to you, awareness. You, awareness, recognize yourself. Instead of shining the light of your knowing on the content of experience, relax your attention, come back to yourself, remember yourself, recognize yourself.
So we'll just stay as awareness, knowingly as awareness, for 5 more minutes. And if we get lost in the thoughts again, we can use the breath and come back to knowing ourselves as awareness. Thoughts may come, we may get lost again, but just bringing our attention back to the breath and knowingly taking stance as the knowing, as the awareness, and stabilizing ourselves there. not losing ourselves in the content of experience, but bringing ourselves back to the awareness that knows all experience, identifying with that awareness. Using breath again and again as we slip away, breath to come back. I am the awareness which knows. So the last 1 minute, continuing our stance as awareness, being aware of being aware. So we are this awareness 24/7. But usually the content of awareness is so overwhelming. All the ups and downs of thoughts and stories and dramas in the head, that all the time, as if the awareness is obscured by the content, and hence we suffer. That's why we suffer mostly, that we don't know who we truly are. We think that I am the one in the story. We think that I am the one who is demanding, who is desiring. We lose ourselves in that identification with thoughts and feelings. So if we can maybe make a practice of remembering our true nature. And why the practice is needed? Because we forget, all of us forget. Sumiran, Sumiran, remembrance. Just like an Hanuman had to be reminded of his true nature, that he could fly. He didn't have to wait for anyone to make a bridge. He could fly to Lanka. We forget. We forget, losing ourselves too badly in the drama of thoughts and feelings and family and the world, relatives. And as Tenzing Palmo, Jitsunma Tenzing Palmo was sharing in the beginning, if we can give our thoughts a breathing space, so being mindful, okay, I am thinking, I am aware of the thinking, I am aware of the feeling, I am aware of the anger, I am aware of the jealousy arising. I am aware of the attachment. Even if we give this much of breathing space, that I take a stance again and again as awareness and become aware or mindful of the content that I'm experiencing, that itself is beautiful, because then a kind of a disidentification has already happened, that I am not this, the content, I'm experiencing it, I know it. So I can now maybe choose differently. I don't have to be puppeted around by the waves of anger, jealousy, hatred, all the negative, positive stuff that goes on. So it gives us a bit of a mastery that I can choose differently maybe this time. Yeah, we see anger. Yes, we see hate. We see everything in ourselves. But when we become mindful that yes, it is arising, then we can choose differently. That I don't have to really follow the dictate. I can maybe step back and stabilize myself as awareness and then choose whatever I want to do. Yeah. Yeah. So anyone wants to share any reflection? Hi, Komlaji.
Is there a lot of disturbance because of my mic on?
नहीं
Okay,
disturbance.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, I'm sorry for missing a lot of sessions, and thank you for keeping us, in sync. So I'm still in the groups. I read articles. I read your passages. Whatever you share, I do read. Sometimes I do react, but most of the times I read and I just absorb. And here I would like to just say that I owe you a lot, because my journey basically started about my own self through your knowing your illness workshop, the first workshop of yours I attended in March last year. Since then, I got aware, and I really, really owe you a lot. So I just came to experience the meditation today, and I understand what we did today, and I try to be aware, because whenever I feel like reacting, or I realize my pitch is high. So I just remind myself that exactly the breath you spoke of. So if you just control your breath, your pitch comes down, and then you realize that this does not need a reaction. I'm still working. We obviously, it's an ongoing process, but thank you for the meditation today, and thanks for coming into my life. My journey started with Dr. Monica Gulati. I really owe you a lot.
No,
Thank
I
you.
think thank you so much for your generous words. I think we all are
Your name comes in
interconnected.
all my conversations, because whenever somebody says ki ye school chhod ke fir what are you doing? So it starts with your name, your workshop, and how beautifully, I hope you can repeat those kind of topics again. Through Nama, I am connected with the groups and James especially. So I would like more people of my, my family and friends to join and learn about illness. So I just thought of just asking you if you could, do that, plan it again.
Yes, we can always. I'll talk to James. We can always do something on illness. You are saying
Yes,
disease and
the same.
illness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when we attend workshops, reading books is something else. It is a different experience. It's in solitude and your own self. But workshops are a different platform. This online exposure is totally different, and we understand better also when somebody else is talking, and through especially personal experience. So I would like to have, if you could just repeat
Yeah,
that.
I'll keep that in mind and
Thank
let's
you.
see if something can happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah. Yeah. Anything from you, Nandini? Anything do you want to share?
No, Monica, I just wanted to, I came, the meditation was really, really nice. And I think if you could share this, the initial video of Tenzing Palmo,
I'll send it to you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And to Komlaji also. So it's
That
it's
was
amazing nowadays. Everything is available online and such profound teachings.
right.
Totally
Yeah.
available, free of cost on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this my intention was to just be here for the evening, which is a good practice because sometimes you tend to, uh, I mean, at least I tend to sometimes just skip it, though I want to be in it, but it's just, yeah, there are days when I just skip it. Um,
I think we all have that slipping, we all skip it
yeah,
many
yeah,
times.
yeah.
But then that's why a community or
Community,
sangha is important because
yes,
we keep
yes.
on supporting each other. So if one is forgetting, the other reminds, the other is forgetting, the other one reminds.
Right, right,
We
yeah.
all need that support from time to time. And since Mother says, we are born in
Mm.
amnesia, we are born in
Mm.
forgetfulness. So reminders are absolutely important. And for me, you can be a reminder. For you, I can be a reminder. For 10 of us, Tenzing Palmo comes as a
Comes
reminding. So
right,
Mother
yeah.
comes as a reminder. So, we all have to hold our hands, each other hands to wave, to the way back home, if one can say.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you so much. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so and as we were sharing earlier also that even if we can, maybe take out 5 minutes, dedicated 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes before sleeping, knowing ourselves as awareness, just correcting this case of mistaken identity that we have most of the times. Even those 5 minutes do make a lot of difference, which we can stretch, then the whole day, the quality of the day can change. As you were sharing that in the middle of shouting, I become aware and I realize that maybe the raising of the voice is not necessary, maybe a kinder, another way is possible. So, yeah, yeah, great. Okay, then, thank you so
Just
much.
gentle reminders to our
Yeah,
own selves, actually. And
absolutely.
the sad part is, or the good part is that we know about it. We just forget, like
We
Mother
forget.
said, amnesia. Yes, we forget the most important things. We forget. We give importance to other very shallow and unimportant things in our lives.
Mm.
But yes, this awareness is also important, that you realize that you want to be aware.
Mm.
And there is an awareness which, is waiting. You are just ignoring it. So that's also important.
Yeah, I think the word you used, ignoring, this is why we have this word that the three root poisons are ignorance, attachment, and I think aversion.
Yeah.
Hatred or
Kind of.
aversion,
Yeah.
attachment or greed, and ignorance. So, ignorance of our true nature, which is right here 24/7 with us, but we ignore. As you were sharing, that we have so many other things to attend that we totally ignore our true nature.
Yes.
So if we can just be, yeah, aware that we are ignoring and come back to it again and again. Yeah. And these teachers are, at your own time, you can look them up on
Yes.
YouTube. Rupert Spira is there, many meditations and videos, and Tenzing Palmo also, many
I've
videos.
just noted down. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, great. So thank you for joining again. And
Thank you. Thank you. I would just like to make a note of your weekly program once again.
Thank
so,
you. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
thanks, Nandini. Thank you.
Hi.
The weekly program at the moment, I had kind of
Yeah,
given
I
it a
just,
break,
yeah,
but on Monday we have 7:15 morning meditations,
yeah. Okay. Yes,
7:15 a.m. in the
yes,
morning.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Monday mornings.
Then Tuesday we have at 7 p.m. we have prayers and meditations. I think you are
So
not
it's
there,
again
but
7 p.m. Yeah,
yeah, 7 p.m. If you want to join, you ping me. I can share the link and everything.
yeah, sure.
Wednesdays, Taru takes the Harmony Circle. That also has not been happening for the past 2 weeks, but it'll
Okay.
happen
Okay.
soon. And we do post about the Harmony Circles on
Yeah, I
groups.
do. Yes, I
Yeah.
do. I do go through them.
Thursday ko Savitri at 2:45 p.m. IST.
So it takes about 1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah.
And somebody who has no idea about Savitri can
Can
also
join.
join.
Yeah, yeah. You haven't
I
watched
kept,
the recordings at all?
no, no.
Okay, I can send you the recordings. and you
Okay.
can go through, and then if you feel like you join, I can
No, I
share
would
the
love
link.
to. Even
Yeah.
if I don't understand, I want
No,
to.
you will understand. We discuss
Because
it on a
I'm
very ground level. So
okay. Okay. So I would, okay. I'll,
I'll
I'll,
add you. I'll add you on the Savitri group.
I think I am in the Savitri group also.
Oh, very
I'm in
good.
all your 7 group,
Okay.
all 4, 5
Okay.
groups I am there.
Okay. Okay.
Monday also, and then Harmony also,
हाँ
Friday Circle also, this link came, I'm
हाँ हाँ
there.
ठीक है.
Savitri also group also, I'm there. I'm
Okay.
there on all the groups.
So Friday को Friday study circle 7
Yeah,
p.m.
that's also, okay.
Yeah.
7.
Saturday, at the moment, we are not having any sessions, open sessions on Saturday. Saturday, we
Okay.
have a course going on, pain and suffering course that is going on.
Okay, okay, that's going on. Okay.
हाँ. And Sunday, there are integral education by Mother and Sri Aurobindo sessions at 3 p.m. IST Sunday.
Okay, Sunday is 3.
हाँ. So wherever you want to join, you can privately message me and I can
Yeah, sure,
share.
I'll do that. Yeah, I
ठीक
would
है?
like to reconnect. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
These days I'm taking that workshop. You're also part of it, right?
Yoga of love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very fascinating topic,
It is.
and the very I did love and attachment also last time when you were also part. You
I
were
was
there
there.
also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love and attachment. Yeah.
So yes, I did a
Oh,
few
wha-
workshops. I did dreams also. I did parenting also. So I'm trying to keep up, with at least some work apart from the
Yeah.
chaos of life,
Yeah.
which is ongoing also.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to, yes, 7 p.m. also I can join, and 2:45 also I can join.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Perfect.
oh,
Yes, Nandini?
these workshops that was just mentioned, they are part of the Nama, you're saying.
Yeah, actually,
Is
I
it?
forgot. I think you had asked me, and I had to share your number with James so that he can add you on this group,
Right.
Nama
Okay.
events. I'll do it today
Huh?
itself. हाँ.
Yeah. So there's some workshop going on now.
Right now, Yoga of Love is going on.
Okay. All
हाँ.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. All right.
I'll
If
share your
yeah.
number with James and he can add you on
Yeah.
the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks so
Okay.
much,
Thank
Monica.
you. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye bye. Good night. Thank you.